everyone, this is Heather Lucky with Brilliant Journeys, and I am following up on my Disney trip that I know all of you, my 8 subscribers out there, are following on bated breath, wanting to know how everything went, and here it is. So, I arrived on a Thursday, and that was our day one. We started out at the Race Expo. So we went over to the Race Expo. It was crazy busy. The longest line that I would have had to wait at Disney was 2 hours to check out for race gear. So Disney had these really cute race outfits. You know, you could dress as Cheshire Cat, or they had Maleficent. They had really cute shirts and everything. I ain't waiting 2 hours for a cute shirt, let me tell you that right now. So we did not do that, but we left the Race Expo and we went to Disney Springs for dinner and then came back because we had to get up really early the next day. Okay, y'all, I hooked us up with this fantastic pirate-themed room. Look at this. It is adorable. And look here. Our refrigerator is in a barrel. How about that? There we go. Little crates. Behind the curtain is the bathroom with his and her sinks and shower, and a toilet. Standard bathroom stuff. But anyway, ooh, bless you. Thought y'all would like to see it. Look how cute. Disney for the win. Very detailed. Oh, the barrel for the phone holder too. How about that? Cool.
Welcome to the Caribbean, then.
So day 2 was race day. Awesome. Super excited. Not excited about the 3 a.m. wake up. That was not cool at all, but Disney had me up and getting my butt ready for a 3 a.m. wake-up call and a 5:30 race time. So what happened is that Disney had buses that would take you from your hotel area and then take you to the Epcot parking lot. So that's where everything started for the 5K. So I did the 5K. So you got in corrals, and depending on your finishing time, you got placed in corrals. So they had corrals A through F. I was in corral F because there was no way I was going to have a finish time. I didn't record myself, I should say. Good morning. I am reporting from the start line, not the finish line, at the Princess 5K. So here we go. We're getting ready.
You went in the park, yeah?
A million people behind me. There's a million people ahead of me too. But they would take everybody starting at 5:30 and coming around and kind of lining up. They said the national anthem, sang the national anthem, and then each corral, it was kind of cool. Each corral got the fireworks to kind of get you kind of moving. So they would start off with the the countdown. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fireworks would go off, and then off you're running to the through the race. So we got to race through Epcot and I wore my adorable pink tutu. So that was fun. So being able to have race around the world in a pink tutu. They had character stops as well, which was really neat. So it wasn't actually you had to run the whole thing. So for those of you out there that would want to try doing something like this, that are just not as physically fit as some others out there, this is a great opportunity for a fun race. They had the characters, and then at the very end you get these really adorable medals and this really cute t-shirt, and the proceeds do go to the Children's Miracle Network. So that's also really neat. So after that, because we are crazy people, we went back to our hotel, we showered. We're not crazy for doing that because we all did stink. But we went to Universal Studios after that. We decided we were going to spend a full day there. So my friends and I got to Universal. We did Not a huge amount of rides. There was, a decent amount of wait. It wasn't too busy there, but it was busy enough. I think we had to wait like an hour or so for the Gringotts ride there at the Harry Potter park. But one important thing that I do want to say about Universal Studios, because I am cheating on Disney a little bit here, but they have Harry Potter. So, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is just absolutely amazing. Like, I have such high standards because of Disney. And to be frank and honest, I'm not all that crazy about the rest of Universal, including Islands of Adventure. I mean, Islands of Adventure, in my opinion, was a little bit better than Universal itself. I feel like Universal Studios and Islands outside of the Harry Potter park could use a major facelift. It feels very 90s in there, which is not a terrible thing. It's kind of a blast from the past. Like, I kind of hope that they brought back like Nickelodeon so I could get slimed. Like, that would be really cool. But they don't have that anymore, which is But the Wizarding World of Harry Potter really does kind of make up for all of that. Like, I kind of wish they would just kind of tear out all that other stuff and then just make it all Harry Potter, because it's just that cool. So when you walk in with Universal Studios itself, because there's the Wizarding World is actually broken up into the two parks. So whenever you go, you want to buy a park-to-park pass, and I'll tell you why here in a moment. So whenever you get to Universal itself, you kind of go straight to the back of the park, because that's where all of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter stuff is located. So whenever you walk through, you'll start seeing like scenes from London. And they have like fish and chips on one side, and you kind of walk through, and then all of a sudden there's just this blank wall. And you're like, what the heck is this? And you see people walking in and out of it, but you're like, where does this go to? And you go through, and like it opens up, and all of a sudden you're in the world of Harry Potter. It's amazing. And you kind of walk through, and they have like a dragon on top of Gringotts Bank, which is just crazy and awesome. They have all of the shops, like the Weasleys joke shop, and they have, it's crazy in there. It's just absolutely amazing. You walk in, and I hate to say this, the animatronics, I had to say, are a lot better than what Disney was showing at that time. Like, the animatronics for the Gringotts Bank is just mind-blowing. Like, it was really cool and very creepy at the same time, but very cool. The ride itself, again, very kind of, if you're not good with simulation rides, this one's like simulation to the max. Like, it's an actual roller coaster. The car moves in different directions and it's kind of jerky and whatnot, but you're also wearing the 3D glasses. So it's a little intense. Fun, but intense. So definitely be aware of that. Don't want to scare anybody to not ride it, but if you are easily like sick from motion sickness, I definitely would not recommend it. We also rode the Hogwarts Express. So you actually get onto platform 9 3/4 and you ride the Hogwarts train over to the other side of the park. So the reason why you need the park-to-park pass is that is the only way you can ride the Hogwarts Express. You have to have a park-to-park pass. If you don't, then you're stuck in one park per day. So that's definitely what you want to do. Buy a park-to-park pass so you get to ride the Hogwarts train. A lot of Universal Studios rides are simulation rides, which can cause some motion sickness for some people. And their warnings always freak me out. I'm like, oh my God, am I going to be able to ride this? Am I going to be alive whenever we get back? Because, it's just terrifying. But Disney's like warnings are not nearly as scary as Universal's warnings. Like, I don't know what that's about. But yeah, so definitely be aware of that if you have neck and like problems with your like stomach, if you get motion sickness, which on occasion I definitely do. So I'm very careful about that. But I personally didn't have any issues while I was there. So after Universal, we went to the next day. Of course, we didn't go to another park or anything after that because we're crazy, but we're not that crazy. We went to Magic Kingdom on our third day, and All right, everybody, here we are at Magic Kingdom. So excited. And I am gonna use my magic band to get into the park. So here we go. Come over here. Hello. See? Just like that.
And your finger down right here.
And there. My finger.
All right.
Look at that. There we go. Easy as pie. We spent the entire day at Magic Kingdom. You kind of have to. I'm a super Magic Kingdom nerd. I love Magic Kingdom. So we started out our day, of course, at Splash Mountain. We waited about an hour or so, which isn't too bad. I think that's the longest we had to wait for any ride, was about an hour. So it was really well done, especially utilizing the fast passes. I think we had fast passes for Peter Pan. We had fast passes, which I love Peter Pan. Can I just say that for a minute? It's so cute. It's the most adorable ride. So we had fast passes for Peter Pan. We had fast passes for the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which was awesome. Like, just totally fantastic.
Hi-ho! 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 It's home from work we go. Hi-ho! 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 It's home from work we go. Hi-ho! Hi-ho!
Very cute little coaster. My friend has the best picture ever. It's so fantastic. It's so hilarious. It's probably the best picture that we took on the trip. So we did that, and then from Small World, it used to be what I used to call like the bathroom ride. Like your family, like your mom and dad would go to the bathroom and then you would get in line because there was never a line for Small World. But the thing would last for like 5-10 minutes. So it was never really great timing, but it's a classic. You have to ride Small World because, it's a world of laughter and a world of tears, and it's a world of hope and a world of fears. And, it just kind of hits you in the feels there. Hello, this is Heather Lucky from Brilliant Journeys, reporting to you from It's a Small World, the happiest cruise on earth. Here we go. Sure y'all get the gist after this. For that evening, we had reservations at Be Our Guest, which is like coveted. Like everybody wants to get into Be Our Guest, and it is just beautiful. Like the whole ballroom is that ballroom from Beauty and the Beast, and so definitely recommend it. We did have a situation where my two friends, their food was less than acceptable, in my opinion. I had a bite of my one friend's food and it was a little really salty. But the manager that we spoke to was very nice, and he did what Disney does. He comped our meal because he said, I want to make it right. He knows, it's expensive, you're there on vacation, and you always just kind of have a higher opinion about Disney and what Disney should be doing for you and what kind of experience you should have at Disney. So he definitely recognized that fact and did make it right for us. So definitely props to Disney. Like, Disney just does it so well, and when it comes to guest expectations, for sure. So we unfortunately didn't get to see fireworks that night, which it's a brand new fireworks show and it is amazing. But we did get to see it the next night. So I'll kind of explain a little bit about that. So our next day, we went to, we started off over at the Boardwalk, which is a hotel zone right near Epcot. And we went to Trattoria Al Forno. And this is a new character breakfast experience. It's featuring Ariel from The Little Mermaid and Prince Eric. And then also featuring Rapunzel and Flynn. So it's just the two couples, and it's this adorable pizza joint, and the food was outstanding. So it is a brand new character dining experience. Didn't really know what to expect. There wasn't a ton of characters, which is fine. But the food was just probably one of the best meals we had at Disney. So definitely recommend it. After that, we went over to Epcot. And we had to kind of hit the greatest hits, in my opinion. We had to do Soarin', we did Test Track, and my favorite ride, and I know this sounds crazy, but I love Spaceship Earth because I love to get on Spaceship Earth with one of my friends, and we like to put in a language that we don't understand so that we can pretend to do the dialogue between the animatronics. And then at the very end, we try to make the most grossest faces ever in the picture. So whenever they show the little cartoon at the end, you just have to do it yourself. It's so funny.
Oh no, play it again. It was so good.
It's so fantastic. Anyway, from there, we went to Animal Kingdom. And I was really looking forward to Animal Kingdom because we had fast passes for the Flight of Passage in Pandora. So we also had fast passes for Everest, and we went over to Everest and we did that ride. But from the time that we reached Animal Kingdom, Flight of Passage was doing, everything was fine, and then all of a sudden it went down, and we were there for about 3 hours, and it had not come back up yet. So we figured we were probably not going to get on Flight of Passage or even be able to see much of Pandora because the other ride was completely it was a 180-minute long wait. So we said, yeah, no, skip that noise.
All right, we are heading into It's Tough to Be a Bug. And then we are down in the room because that's, of course, where bugs live. See some really cool carvings along the way. It's our bug friend posters. It's a deer in the tree. That's the queue line. That's what under the tree looks like, and just in case you were wondering.
So we went over to Kilimanjaro. I've got some great photos on Kilimanjaro. One of the photos I took of a giraffe was, in my opinion, my humble opinion, was National Geographic worthy. I think so. I've got a budding career here. So from there, we decided to do the 4-park challenge. because again, we're crazy people. So Disney is, just a little fun factoid for you from a former cast member, Disney is twice the size of Manhattan and is about the size of San Francisco. And not all of the land is developed. So FYI. Anyway, so Disney has 4 theme parks. Magic Kingdom is the first one. It was built in 1975, I want to say. Epcot, number 2, 1982, because that was the year I was born. Number 3 was Hollywood Studios. That was built in the 90s. And number 4 is Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom was built like 2000-ish, 2001, I want to say, around there. So those are all 4 theme parks. Now, the 4 theme park challenge is that we made all 4 theme parks in one day. We did something at all 4 theme parks in one day. So we did, we hurried up and got fast passes for the Tower of Terror over at Hollywood Studios. We were able to make it in time. I was like, man, we're so good. We were able to make it in time for a 4:30 fast pass to the Tower of Terror, and we were out of the park by 5 o'clock. So we were in and out in 30 minutes. I am not like a drop ride kind of fan, but my girlfriend Ashley was like, it's her favorite ride. And you know what? I was feeling daring. You know, what the hey? Let's do it. Like, we're doing this whole 4-park challenge thing. Let's go ride Tower of Terror. I think what really freaks me out is the story beforehand, because it's all spooky and everything. And my mind, and I know it's stupid, but my mind's like, oh, what if this place really is haunted? You know, it's so
they closed
it
the
still
hotel
freaks me
that
out,
night.
because I remember
Now, some
whenever
people
the
say
ride
the
came
spirits
out
of
and
those
it was in the
5 people
90s, and they had like the
still
whole
walk the
Disney
Erie
Channel
Hotel
thing, if I'm
corridors to
not
this
crazy,
day.
but I think there was this whole
Others
Disney
say
Channel
the
like
Bellmans
movie
survived.
thing that they had on this
come on.
before the ride came out. So anyway, they kind of show excerpts from that little movie. And so you get in the elevator, you go up, and like you get on the ride itself. And the ride itself like takes you through the Twilight Zone, if you will. And there's an eyeball over here, and then there's like people that vanish and everything. So we're pushing up to like where they're going to open up the doors. And when they open up the doors, you see all of the park. Like, it's just this aerial view of the park. And my face, like, there's this video that Disney puts on your memory maker and your PhotoPass, and it's all linked to your Magic Band. And so they know that it's me going on this ride, and I'm pushing up, and then there's me and my friend with, you know, like 12 other people, and the doors open up, and on this video you see me going, oh, and then all of a sudden it's just dropped. And it is just, oh my gosh, it's hilarious and amazing. Disney PhotoPass, they have different stations, photographers, and whatnot. Let me back up. So there's PhotoPass and then there's Memory Maker. So PhotoPass is just what the photographers will scan your Magic Bands, and they will, it just basically gives you access to all of the photos at the park. So, you know, the silly photos that you get whenever you're on the rides and your face is like, ah! And and you're freaking out, you know, but you're having a great time at the same time. They, in the olden days, what you would do is that you would go at the end of the ride and they'd have those there, and then you would purchase them there. They don't do that anymore. So everything is done electronically. When you purchase the Memory Maker gives you access to all the photos that is taken of you at the park. And it's $160 to add on to your package. So, so that will give you access to all the photos that are taken of you at the park with characters, all of your ride photos. And it's really cute because they actually, they made little videos and stuff out of some of the photos that we had taken, and I'll post some of those on here as well. Then we decided we didn't get to see the fireworks show at Magic Kingdom. And I've just heard incredible things. I actually cheated and watched a YouTube video on it before I went because I heard so many cool things about this particular show. And it is exquisite. Like, there's just no words for it. I have a special place in my heart for Wishes, which was the fireworks show before this one debuted, because it came out whenever I was a cast member at Walt Disney World many, many moons ago. And like, this just blew it out of the water. The castle projections, everything about it was just, it was a magical ending to our trip, if you will. So we had an absolute blast. Oh, also, after the fireworks at Magic Kingdom, they have a projection show, which is really cute as well. So you have the full fireworks display, and then about half hour to an hour later, they actually do this really, really kind of neat projection show on the castle as well. So, but if you're not much into the fireworks, or if you've already seen them, this is a great time to go get in line for rides. So anytime that parades are going on, or you have like fireworks going on, any of the shows where there's going to be a lot of people gathered in one area, go hit the rides if you're a big ride person. So like whenever we finished up with dinner at Be Our Guest, whenever the fireworks were going on, we got in line for Haunted Mansion, because there was hardly anybody in line. It was like 20 or 30 minutes. I, like you definitely see here, I'm a total Disney nerd. So if I can help you with your next Disney vacation, give you some tips and pointers about how to best plan, please feel free to contact me. You'll see my contact information on my webpage. You can go to my website in the description box below. Also, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Well, we would love to have more subscribers. Tell your friends. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more travel tips, tricks, and deals. Thank you so much. Have a magical day. Hello, everybody. My name is Heather Lucky, and I have something to confess. I am a Dole Whip-aholic, and I can't help it. I honestly can't. I'll take it anyway. I'll take it in a cup. I'll take it as a float. I'll take it on top of some pineapple upside down cake. I have an addiction. I had 2, and that's kind of low actually for Dole Whip. Like, I probably could have had at least 2 more. Sometimes they serve it with alcohol, and you know what? That's just icing, y'all. Like, that's icing on the cake. It is some good stuff. I mean, it's an addiction. Like, you Disney people out there, you know what I'm talking about. Disney snacks are the best. Oh my gosh. Like, we were in Animal Kingdom, and there were these spiced fries with sriracha ketchup and tzatziki sauce. I mean, who thinks of that combination? It's so good. It's so, so good. So, yes. And I mean, the pastries, like just pastries in general at Disney, I don't know why. They just taste better. Like caramel apples, you cannot get a better caramel apple. And they're like this big. They are like small basketballs to take home. It's insanity. But yes, Disney pastries, phenomenal. Dole Whip. If you don't know what Dole Whip is, okay, so it's pineapple ice cream, but it's so much more than that. Like, it's pineapple ice cream with a little bit of lime flavor, and it's super creamy. It's not like sorbet, it's actual ice cream. And then whenever you get it as a float, they put it in pineapple juice. So you get like pineapple juice at the bottom, and then you have your Dole Whip right on top, and it's magic. Like, that alone is worth the trip to Disney World, is just Dole Whip. I mean, I get so excited whenever I'm like, I see a rogue Dole Whip. Like, you can't make it at home. You can't buy it in stores. Like, it doesn't exist because it's soft serve. And it's just amazing. Like, one time I was out at, I was in Hawaii, actually, and they had Dole Whip. And I just about died. Like, that's what I ate for lunch one day, was just this giant thing of Dole Whip, because it's so beautiful and it's so delicious. Anyway, that's all I have to say about Dole Whip.
Okay.
Oh, there was also, besides the Dole Whip, there's also pineapple covered in dark chocolate. Like, this giant spear of pineapple covered in dark chocolate. You can get that at Storybook Circus over there in Magic Kingdom. And again, it's pure magic. Sorry.